Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Yeah.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red till a million need out. Yep, like in the Kango Emma. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to...
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. Line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Smith. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Justin Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long, it's Smith. Throw left side, complete to Scott. A good pick up there of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, 46 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Smith now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chris Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. On second down, here's Smith. And he whips that one incomplete there. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Smith. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Smith. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll toss it to Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw on second down is Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They are going for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On the run, this is Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. Over the middle. That's caught by Scott. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Scott. Now loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on fourth down. They'll sneak it with Smith. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Mahomes now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Benjamin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than...
One chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. First half in the books. You're watching. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Here's Desmond King on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is going to be incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Returning, it's Benjamin. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Allen's got it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Smith now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. Come
on, capitalize on this one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Ace! Z!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. Space to Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding up, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. They've got to do a better job up front and create some space, because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Out of the gun, Smith. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now Gino. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Sturgis for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21. Chiefs offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll leave this for Ware. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down. Now it's Mahomes again. Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Smith going to throw it. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Reggie Ragland in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Smith now to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Mahomes now on 1st down. And Hill with it over the middle. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Throwing now, Smith. He's airing it out for Williams. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Smith, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Reggie Ragland in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.